Hi guys, how are we doing? So it's been a little bit, well not too long, I did just put a video up on Friday, but we are back with Zelda the Minish Cap, and last time we entered the second dungeon, the Cave of Flames. So this is the fire element, and there's a lot of interesting tricks and turns here. Then one of the most important ones is that you, I don't remember actually off the top of my head, but this particular dungeon, you actually can go Minish in this dungeon, which, well, actually, technically speaking, the first one, you're entirely Minish, but this one goes back and forth quite a bit, so it's a little bit more interesting. So I think what we're going to do today is see how far we get into this dungeon. So, recently, we've been kind of struggling to put some videos up, but don't worry guys, we just got to get in a good flow and a good rhythm, and we should be good. I see that some people are starting to like Jake's Let's Plays quite a bit, and they really are good Let's Plays, or they really are good. Actually, hold on one second. Oh, I have to use the shield. What am I doing? He really does do a good job editing those and making sure that they're good for you guys. So we really hope you enjoy those. Alright, so our first thing here is the compass. Okay. Kind of know where I'm going at this point. Okay, don't be fooled by these rupees, guys, because got some likes here. And these guys are unlike normal likes because they steal your rupees. Of course, you can get most of them back that way. Now, before I continue on, I'm going to go back to the beginning there, and I'm going to go through the other side of the room, because I'm pretty sure that there's other valuable stuff that you can get. Always make sure you check everywhere in a Zelda game, because you never know. You really never know what's up. This is probably just leading up here, yeah. But you never know, guys. I mean, sometimes there's a secret. So, for those of you who don't know, I am partnered, well, not me. This channel is partnered with Freedom, which is a community channel that supports, you know, small channels that are trying to grow. And we really appreciate everything that they've done for us so far, getting us involved and all that kind of thing. And we would like to know, I think what we're planning on doing is we might try to do a small collaboration with some other people in Freedom, and we might do maybe like a stream on Twitch, and you know, get to know some people and grow our fan base as much as we can, and we really would appreciate if you can come along for the ride. We'll obviously announce if we do something like that and when it is in particular, so we'll have more details on that, you know, at some point here, because we want to do it within the next week. So you can get at the Switch, so there's a couple things you can do here. You gotta go through here, get the Gust Jar ready. And you know what to do with these guys after, you know, after doing this for so long. Oh, crap. Yep. So, got some interesting news. I have been spending the past, like, 4 days, I don't know what's going on. I've always owned Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I have all the Mass Effect games, and I played the first one quite a bit, but I literally never even opened the other ones. Oh, shit. Well, now you gotta watch this again. I literally never even opened the other two. I own them, and I've had them for years, and I've never even opened them. Because I have... I wouldn't call it OCD, but I have this thing where even if the games don't follow... I know Mass Effect does, but even if the games don't follow chronologically... Like, for instance, the Elder Scrolls games. Technically speaking, they're in a timeline, but you can play them out of order. I have this thing where... Or Final Fantasy is a good example, because none of the Final Fantasy stories are intertwined, really, except for, like, 7 and 8. But none of them really, like, you know... They're all different stories each time. But I have this thing where I have to play all of, like... I have to play them in order. So I can't just skip Mass Effect 1 and go to Mass Effect 2 without beating it. I have to beat it. I just have to. Because then I feel like I'm going to miss out on something in the other one, and I hate that feeling. It just sucks. So, before I went and played, I know that a lot of people say that Mass Effect 2 is the best. Some people say 3 is, depending on, because a lot of people don't like the ending. I don't know the ending, so I don't want to know what it is. But I could take a guess at this point. So, I've been dying to play all those games. Oh, by the way, I can now go Minish here, which is just lovely. And in fact, I think I can go this way. Can I go this way? Awesome. Okay, yeah, this is gonna help me out. But anyways, so I've been dying to play those games, and I just never had the time to sit down and finish them, because those games take, you know, if you do the side missions, which of course I have to do the side missions because you just have to. I don't know. You're playing the game. You're in the middle of the game. You just want to play side missions, and like, plus you need a break from day-to-day things. You need a break from like the story, the monotony of the story after a while. Oh my god. Anyways, so I'm playing this, and I'm like, you know, this is a 20-hour game plus. I'm gonna get that heart piece. Don't you worry. You can't get heart pieces when you're Minish. I don't know why. You just kind of can't. Oh, look what we got. But so I've been dying to play all of them because I mean I like the story. I like a lot of what it has to offer. The only problem is, I just can't go any far. I gotta beat the first one. And I've tried a bunch of times to beat the first one, but I gotta be honest, some of those boss battles are just, I mean, I honestly, I like the story of the first game. The combat could have been better. It wasn't the greatest. I like the dialogue trees. I actually like to read in games. Like, I know I'm not doing that right now, but if it was an RPG and I sat down and like read it, let's take a look at the map while we're here. So we have a lot of chests. A lot. Look at this. We got 5, 6. I mean, it's nuts. So there's 11 chests just roaming around. But I like it. I like the idea of it, though. Oh, watch out for that. In fact, I'm going to have to wait so I can get back over there. But I like RPGs. When I play them, I get really, really into them. So when I do play them, hey, Kinstone, I get super into them. And I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I have to have time to sit down and play them, or else what's the point? Like, if I have an hour to waste, I'm not going to sit down and play an RPG, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? It's like, if you have an hour to waste, you do something like you play a sports game, you play a quick adventure game, you know, you do what you want. But you know, RPG, I mean, you just don't have the time for that. There's so much that you have to invest when you play an RPG that, it's just, I don't know, you have to invest a lot of time, and sometimes not everyone has the time to do it, and if you don't, then there's no use starting an RPG. So anyways, so finally I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to beat the first one, and I put it on the normal difficulty and everything, and man, oh man, was that difficult. It was just difficult for me. I had so many problems with that game. The worst was, if anyone's played it, you have to face Matriarch Benezia, who is the evil guy in the game. His name is Saren, and that's basically his second in command. And you have to face her. And oh my god, that boss battle. I don't know what it is about that boss battle, guys, but it's just majorly difficult for me. We can't get up there quite yet, I do not think. Or you can, or yet you can. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. But this boss battle is, I mean, I was literally stuck on it. I could not get any farther in the game because of this boss battle. I finally beat it because I chose to be the other thing too with me, I like to choose like the worst. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I never like to start with the best. Like, I never, like, try to succeed and start with the best stuff. I try to beat the game with the worst possible stuff. So, in my mind, I don't know why, but you get your choices between being, like, a tech guy, you can be a biotic, which is basically magic, or you can be, combat. So, in my mind, I don't know why, I'm like, well, tech's the worst. I don't know why I thought that, but that was my mindset going in. So I tried to be an engineer, which is all tech. Like, just all tech. It has no, like, combat abilities at all. It just sucks dick. But I tried to beat the game as it, and I couldn't do it, because you just don't get enough power. You don't get enough. You're terrible when you're just an engineer. So I chose to be a Vanguard, which is a combination of biotics and a combination of combat, which suits me well. I had a lot of fun with it, and I got to the point where I had like a good layout when I was going into I'm going the wrong way. A good layout when I was going into boss fights. But with that boss battle, it still took me like 10 or so tries to finally finish it. And as an engineer, you might as well just start the game over. I mean, unless you've leveled to an extreme. And I got my guy up to level 41. His name was Jamarcus Shepard. He was awesome. He had blonde hair, like, and a blonde beard. He was freaking a beast. But for the life of me, that boss battle, I finally did beat it. And the other boss battle that sucks major ass is when you have to face, who is it? It's just a Krogan Battlelord. It's when you rescue one of your party members, and you have to face this Krogan Battlelord. And oh my good golly gosh, guys, that is so difficult for me, because the Krogan are like, it's an alien species in the game, and it is like one of the most difficult to take down. Oh, we're gonna get that. Don't you worry. It's one of the most difficult to take down because not only are they big and good at combat, they can regenerate health. So it's just your living nightmare. It's almost like a troll in Elder Scrolls, except not even as bad. Whoa. Oh, how do you like that? But it fucking, that boss battle. And I'm surprised it was a boss battle. Like, the guy didn't have a name or anything. He was just a Krogan Battlelord or Battle Warrior, whatever the fuck his name was. But, yeah, it just sucked. It was really difficult for me. I couldn't do it. But eventually I got past it, and then the final boss battle. Don't even get me fucking started on that. By the way, we're about to get our next piece of heart, guys. Let's take a look. We now have 2 heart containers. We've collected 8 pieces of heart. So now we have 2 extra heart containers. 2 more than you normally would. And by the end of the dungeon, we're going to have 7. That's pretty beast. You can get 20 in this game. And we'll see if we can get all 20. I don't know. You guys think I can do it? I don't think I can do it. So, fuck it. We got the mini boss here. Which is these guys. Shit! Oh, that's right. This is how you beat them, guys. I know I was struggling with that before. Okay. Goodness. You just use a spin move. And that dazes them. Oh my god, but there's a lot, though. Anyways. That's one down. Anyways, the final boss battle is a bitch, because the guy has so much friggin' health. Now, I was trying to read, like, people on the forums what they said about this boss battle, because I'm like, there's no way it should be this difficult. It was really difficult for me. And I thought maybe it was because I was under-leveled or something, and I was wondering if there was, like, a secret thing I was supposed to do, and everyone's just like, nah, you just gotta keep shooting at him, and eventually he'll die. I'm like, well, what do you mean eventually he'll die? Like, this is the final boss, and I can't go back and, like... And the other thing, too, is they give you no time to save. Oh my god, no save points anywhere. You really gotta keep up on saving, because you're gonna get fucked if you don't. By the way, guys, we have here the Cane of Pakey, whatever the hell you want to say. I'm gonna call it Pakey. I don't know why, I'm just gonna call it that. This allows you to flip things over. That sounds really weird. I mean, who the fuck cares if you can flip things over? But watch! It's actually extremely useful. And if you shoot it at holes, which are all throughout the game, you can then flip up on them. Look at that! Look at that! Isn't that great? It's just a quirky little gimmick and just a nice little thing to have. Gotta love this game, man. You really do. Anyways, we're gonna move on here with this, and I'm gonna continue with my story because... Guys, I have a lot to complain about. My life is so terrible in life. It's just so bad. Me complaining about life. Which, of course, I'm not complaining about life. Everything is great in life. I mean, what honestly can you complain about in life? I mean, we're here on Earth. I mean, the location of Earth. Think about that. It's a Louis C.K. bit. You know, we could have been on a shitty planet with like no atmosphere, and all of us could have like suffocated. But no, we're on Earth. That's a pretty good gig. I don't know about you guys. That's a pretty good gig, I think. Watch Louis C.K. He's so great. I love Louis C.K. with all my heart, and I would totally blow him if I had the opportunity to. But anyways, about my Mass Effect, because that's what's really important. I couldn't beat the final boss to save my life, and it took me. I think I didn't record it, but I mean, I think I have a rough estimate. And I think it took me about a half hour to finally take him down. I think I must have either been under leveled, or I just didn't have like the right amount of equipment, like the right equipment to take him down. But it took me that fucking long. I mean, I don't know why, but it took me a while to beat him. Anyways, so I'm gonna continue this story in the next episode. I'm gonna record a few of these, and I'm going to upload them pretty close together. So we're gonna quickly save. Reorient myself because I'm a little confused. So this is actually right in my time range, finally. Well, the other ones were too, but hey, now it's on the lighter half. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, because I certainly did, and I will see you next time.